Ladies and gentlemen, we say to you good afternoon as we come to you live from Route 66 Stadium in downtown Joliet, Illinois. As this afternoon we continue with our coverage on this Elimination Monday of the 2019 Chicagoland Collegiate Athletic Conference Baseball Championship Tournament. And it'll be our third elimination game of the day, as it is the Trinity Christian Trolls going up against the Robert Morris University Eagles. Trinity Christian coming in as the number 4 seed. Robert Morris University is the number 5 seed. These two teams met earlier on in the tournament. This is the first, I believe, tournament rematch. And Robert Morris prevailed in that game by a final of 4-3, getting a run in the 9th inning to defeat Trinity Christian. Robert Morris then lost to St. Xavier 5-2 and then advanced to this game by defeating Roosevelt 6-0 this morning. Trinity Christian losing their opening game to Robert Morris, then they have come back. They defeated Indiana South Bend 3-2 on Saturday afternoon on a sacrifice fly in the bottom of the 9th inning. Then they pounced and cruised by the University of St. Francis today by a final of 8-1 in the game just prior to this one. So here we go, game 11 of 15 potential games. As in roughly, if the weather holds, roughly 48 hours, maybe sooner, we will have crowned the 2019 CCAC Baseball Championship team. Jimmy Christian is on the mound as Trinity Christian will be the visiting team for today's game. And here's the batting order now for the Trolls. Leading it off and in left field, it'll be Sam Herzog. Then Chris Baker, the center fielder, batting second. Followed by Jake Thole, the catcher, batting third. Alex Nissel, the third baseman, in the cleanup spot. Then Josh Caceres, the second baseman. Followed by Will Culture, the right fielder. Batting seventh, the shortstop, Austin Wood. Batting eighth, the first baseman, Ryan Stagecole. And then batting ninth, the DH, Frank Romano. Brian Vanderlee will be the starting pitcher today for Trinity Christian. Jimmy Christian for Robert Morris, the right-hander. Ready to go. Here's the first pitch of the game. And it'll be a called strike. And so Sam Herzog quickly behind at no balls and 1 strike here as we play, getting underway at about 4:29 p.m. Central Daylight Savings Time. First two games pretty much on schedule. A little bit late for this one. This is scheduled for 4 p.m. A little bit late, but nothing too bad. There's a ball outside to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. The better part of the second game was played in a steady rain. Nothing heavy. They were able to play through it, but now the sun is shining if you're watching on our video stream closely. There's a ball outside. 2 balls and 1 strike to Sam Herzog. Trinity Christian winning 8-1 over St. Francis in the previous game. A little bit of a deceiving score there. That game was close into the late innings before Trinity Christian got some late runs to eliminate the host, St. Francis Fighting Saints. There's a ball high. 3 balls and 1 strike to Sam Herzog. Jimmy Christian, the sophomore, 6'1", 210 from Midlothian, Illinois, transfer from Eastern Illinois University. Comes set in the 3-1. Swung on and hit well to right field. David Duggar backing up, looking directly into the sun at this time of day, and almost goes to his knees. In fact, I think, he went to his knees to make that catch, battling the sun all the way. And so 1 away in the inning. Yeah, the sunshine came out about maybe 20 minutes ahead of when we began, so 1 up and 1 down, and that'll bring up Chris Baker for Trinity Christian. Jimmy Christian coming into the game for Robert Morris, 2-2 with a very good 1.08 ERA. And the first pitch here is a called strike, and it's 0-1 to Chris Baker. Christian, 9 appearances, 3 starts coming in, 1 complete game. 33 1/3 innings, 25 hits, 8 runs, 4 earned, 5 walks, 23 strikeouts. There's a ball a little bit high and away. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Chris Baker. Opponent's hitting 200. So good numbers for Jimmy Christian. Here's the set now. And the 1-1 pitch. That's a breaking ball in there, a called strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. This is the 3rd game of the day. Our 4th will be a championship a winner's bracket round, in effect the winner's bracket final. Not a championship game per se, but it will determine which team will win the winner's bracket and go to the championship round. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3 for Baker, so he's out on strikes. And now that'll bring to the plate the catcher, Jake Thole.
The catcher, Jake Thole.
Thole coming into the day at .345 on the year. 8 home runs, 53 runs batted in. Going to try in a minute here between innings to call up the box score online for the previous game. Swinging a sharp one hopper. Backhand stop there at shortstop by Kemp, who went down to one knee and then made a backhand snap grab through to first, and that'll end the inning. So in the inning for Trinity Christian, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. And after a half inning, it is Trinity Christian nothing. Robert Morris coming to bat. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. All right, back here in Joliet, Illinois, and Adam Kinnear will lead it off here for the Robert Morris University Eagles. And he takes the first pitch there for a called strike. And so quickly on one, it'll be Kinnear in center field batting first, then Ricky Kemp, the shortstop, batting second. As there's a pitch over but low, and that makes it 1-1. Chris Broccolino at second base, then Todd Ursucci, the first baseman, batting fourth. David Duggar, the right fielder, batting fifth, followed by the third baseman, Connor McNamara, swinging a ground ball directly at short. Scooped up there at short for Trinity Christian by Austin Wood, throws to first, and 1 away in the Robert Morris first inning. Diego Rincon, as we finish out the RMU batting order, batting seventh and in left field. Then Connor McLean, the DH, and Jordan Fox will be the catcher and batting in the number 9 spot. So here's Ricky Kemp now. Robert Morris winning the opening game today. There's a swing and a one hopper knocked down at first by Stage Call. Tries to recover and will have an error called on Stage Call as Kemp reaches on an E3 with 1 away in the inning. And so we have our first base runner of the baseball game. And that'll bring to the plate Chris Broccolino. As we said, the sunshine prevailing right now for the moment. Temperatures drop, though. It's 59 degrees as there's a ball outside. 1 ball and no strikes to count here. Expecting a little bit more rain but not until late tonight, so hopefully we can get these next 2 games in. Keep the schedule rolling right along. Runner going here on the next pitch. It's skied into center field. Chris Baker back for Trinity Christian in center. Underneath it, makes the catch, and that's the second out of the inning. Ricky Kemp was going on the pinch, but goes back now to
The first baseman, Tyler Suchy.
first base. And now they'll bring up Tyler Suchy, the first baseman. So Kemp stays at first with 2 away in the inning, as Suchy stands in. And here's the set now, and the first pitch from Vanderlee. Suchy began to swing, tried to hold up, and he checked his swing, and it went foul. So he's behind at no balls and a strike. David Duggar next, and then Connor McNamara. So we play here in the bottom of the first inning, no score between Robert Morris and Trinity Christian. Trinity Christian, the number 4 seed coming into the tournament. Robert Morris, the number 5 seed. Next pitch. And Suchy takes for a called strike at the knees. Good movement there by Vanderlee on the pitch. And so 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Throw to first and the runner back in. All right, Suchy waits. Righty versus righty. And the pitch. And that'll miss outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Suchy. Tyler Suchy, sophomore first baseman from Oak Forest, Illinois. And swings over that next pitch, and that will end the inning. So Vanderlee able to work around the error. For Robert Morris, no runs in the inning, no hits, an error, and 1 left on base after 1 complete. It is Trinity Christian nothing, Robert Morris nothing, and this is CCAC Tournament Baseball. We move to the top of the second inning in this third and what will be the final elimination game of this Monday. And Alex Nissel will start it off for the Trinity Christian Trolls against the right-hander Jimmy Christian. Righty versus righty, first pitch of the inning, and that'll be up high for ball 1. Nissel in the game against St. Francis today. He wound up going 1 for 3, drove in a pair of runs. Had a walk as well. Christian works out of the stretch all the time, like many pitchers do. There's a swing and a foul back. And so 1-1 to Alex Nissel. It'll be Nissel, Caceres, and Culture due up here in the Trinity Christian second inning. Christian gets the sign from Jordan Fox. And the pitch. It'll be up high. 2 balls and 1 strike. Christian is a very deliberate worker. Nissel steps out of the box. Trinity Christian in their light blue uniforms, dark blue numerals, and the white pants. Robert Morris, maroon tops, gray pants, with the maroon cap with the gold bill. Next pitch to Nissel. Flights it off and fouls it away to the right side. Actually, not completely accurate there. I don't think he was fighting anything off. He saw a pitch he wanted to hit and just kind of spun it to the right side. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Nissel. Nissel, a senior from Schererville, Indiana. Right-handed batter awaits in the pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Good pitch there by Christian. And Christian registers his second strikeout of the game, both swinging, and 1 away in the Trinity Christian second inning. So here's Josh Caceres now. Caceres batted in the number 2 spot against St. Francis, it looks like, judging from the box score here. He went 2 for 4 with a pair of RBIs. St. Francis scoring 8 in that game, winning 8-1. There's a strike called. 0-1. That's the most one-sided score of the tournament, defeating or eclipsing the previous high game, which was this morning when Robert Morris shut out Roosevelt 6-0. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a soft liner to the right side. Ranging over is Chris Broccolino for Robert Morris. Makes an eye-high backhand catch. 2 away in the inning.
Right fielder, Will Culture.
2 up, 2 down, and that'll bring up Will Culture. Culture 0 for 3 today with an RBI in the game against St. Francis. Christian working 2 out, nobody on base. He's retired the first 5 batters he's faced. First pitch to Culture, misses inside, 1-0. One more game tonight, and then we're scheduled to pick up the schedule tomorrow at 4 p.m. Here comes the set and the pitch. And that'll be a strike called. 1-1 to Culture. Yeah, the game tomorrow at 4 will be between the winner of this game and the loser of the St. Francis, I should say the St. Xavier Olivet game tonight. High fly ball to right field. Duggar shading his eyes from the sun, twisting around, turns back toward the warning track, and makes the over-the-shoulder catch for the out. Trouble there by Duggar, or for Duggar, but like the first fly ball he had to deal with, was able to overcome it, and he made the grab. So in the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. And we go bottom 2. No score in Joliet. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. Back in Joliet, Illinois, as we go to the bottom of the second inning. David Duggar starting it off now for Robert Morris. Swings and misses at the first pitch of the inning. So he's quickly behind 0-1, waves at the second pitch and misses at a ball that dove down into the zone. And so Duggar quickly behind at no balls and 2 strikes. Duggar, the senior from Chicago Heights, Illinois, previously played at Harper College in Palatine. The Harper Hawks swinging a ball lifted in the air, dropping quickly and into left center field for a base hit for Duggar. Wide turner on first. And so he has a leadoff single. And Duggar, I haven't checked this, but it has to be easily the best stolen base percentage of the season in the tournament, in the conference during the season, I should say, coming into the tournament. Coming into the day's action, he is 20 of 21 in stolen base attempts. And there's a swing and a sharp grounder knocked down at third base by Nissel. He'll throw to second, and Duggar slides in before the play made at the bag at second, so everybody's safe. Nissel knocked it down. It was a sharp one-hopper from Connor McNamara. Nissel decided to go to second, and Duggar slid in ahead of the tag. So Robert Morris now with runners at first and second. That was scored a fielder's choice for McNamara, and that'll bring up Diego Rincon. Rincon came into the day hitting .264, 2 home runs and 15 runs batted in. First pitch to him here, and that'll miss down and away, and it's 1-0. So Robert Morris, they had a runner aboard at first base thanks to an error on the first baseman's stage call back in the first inning. Here they have a hit and a fielder's choice. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss. And that evens it up at 1-1 strike. That ball, good movement there by Vanderlee. Tailed away from Rincon in the zone, and Rincon swung through it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rincon out of the box, now back in. And the 1-1. Low and outside, 2 balls and a strike. Vanderlee coming into the day at 2-5 with a 4.31 ERA in 56 1/3 innings pitched. As the next one misses inside, Rincon jackknifes out of the way of that one. That runs it now to 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Connor McLean next, then the bottom of the order, and Jordan Fox. 3-1 count. And the pitch. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball. Swung over that. That runs it full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So 3-2 to Rincon. Rincon awaits. And the pitch. Swinging him. I'm not sure if he got a piece of that or not. The ball gets away to the right of the plate. They're going to call it a swing and a miss for a strikeout. And then the runner's able to advance as the ball got away there from Jake Thole, the catcher. So Rincon is out on strikes. The runners advance. 1 out, but runners now in second and third at scoring position for Connor McLean. So McLean stands in and a chance to deliver the first runs of the ball game. Potentially a pair with a base hit. All right, here's the first pitch to him from Vanderlee. Wave and a miss. And it's 0-1. Rincon came into the day hitting .264 on the year with a pair of home runs. There's a swing and a miss. And Rincon quickly now in an 0-2 hole. Vanderlee trying to bear down here. Vanderlee coming into the day having struck out 49 batters this year. Here's the 0-2 to Rincon. Swung on and foul tipped, and that got Jake Thole, who was on all fours behind the plate, and the home plate umpire will walk out to give Thole a breather here. Umpire heads out to hand the ball to the pitcher. As Jake Thole kind of trying to shake it off behind the plate. And now a coach and a trainer out to take a look at the Trinity Christian catcher. That is a tough position. Saw a game, Stoll will get a couple of warm-up tosses here. Saw a game, trying to remember who was playing last week, but what stood out was the catcher on consecutive pitches took a bat on a backswing to the shoulder, and then he took, I think it was a foul tip off the right arm. I mean, you can get bruised up back there. So McLean back into the batter's box. You could hear the hand for Jake Thole. Good to see he'll stay in the game. And the count is 0-2 now to Connor McLean. Here's the pitch from Vanderlee. Swinging a ground ball left side, and it'll get through to the shortstop. Wood throwing off balance to first base, not in time, and a run comes in for Robert Morris. Tough play either way. It was just not hit hard enough. Nissel went to his left, but then it got through to Wood, who charged and had to throw off balance. And Duggar came in to score. On the play, McNamara to third. McLean in on an infield single. He's on at first base, and that'll bring up the catcher, Jordan Fox. And the first pitch to him, a heater, popping into the mitt. And it is a little bit high for ball one. Vanderlee looking in. Here comes the set and the pitch. Fastball misses inside. 2 balls and no strikes to Fox. Fox coming into the day at 400. 10 hits in 25 at-bats. That is great regardless almost of the situation. Even if you're 2 for 5, hey, you'll take it. There's a swing and a cue shot up the first base line. It was fouled. It rolls into fair territory. Picked up by Stage Call. He'll run back into the bag himself as he spins in the process. Steps on the base as another runner comes in. So McNamara comes in to score to make it 2-0. Got the job done there. A weak roller. But Fox with an RBI is on the play. McLean goes to second, back to the top of the order, and here's Adam Kinnear. So 2-0 Robert Morris. So 2 down in the inning. First pitch to Kinnear, and it's in there for a called strike, 0-1. Kinnear 0 for 1, grounded out to the shortstop to begin the Robert Morris first inning. Bottom of the second, 2-0 Robert Morris in the lead. Here's the set and the pitch. Swinging a ball looped out toward the right field line, dropping, and it'll be a foul ball by, I'd say, about 3 feet. And so it's no balls and 2 strikes to Kinnear. Ricky Kemp would be next if the inning continues. Inning began on a Duggar single, then a fielder's choice, a strikeout, a single, and an RBI groundout. A single by McLean drove in a run. Runner at scoring position at second. Here's the set now, and the 0-2 to Kinnear. That was close, took it, and it was a little bit, I think, low. Runs it now to a ball and 2 strikes. Kinnear entered the day before the first game today, hitting .331 on the year. Here's the set and the pitch. Misses outside, 2-2. Well, with the sunshine's prevailing again, the shadows of the light standard extending now, as you can see on our video stream, out near second base. Next pitch, taken by Kinnear a little bit low. That'll fill it up, I believe, at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Runner at second, 2 down, 2 in here for Robert Morris in the bottom of the second inning. They lead it 2-0 over Trinity Christian. Second game between these 2 teams in the tournament. They met on Friday morning in the first game of this event. Check swing, held up, called third strike anyway, and that'll end the inning. Good pitch there by Vanderlee. But Robert Morris able to do some damage there as they pick up 2 runs in the inning. 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left on base. And after 2 complete, it's Robert Morris 2, Trinity Christian nothing. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. All right, we move here to the top of the 3rd inning. It'll be Austin Wood leading it off. Bottom 3rd of the order coming up here for Trinity Christian. And the first pitch to Wood fouled back out of play over our heads. And so it is 0-1 to Wood. Wood, Stachel, and Romano due up here for Trinity Christian in the 3rd inning. And here's the next pitch. That'll be up high. And it goes to 1-1. Wood, right-hand batter, awaits. Christian, the right-handed pitcher, kicks and deals. And there's a chopper to the left side of the infield. Gloved on the edge of the infield turf there by the 3rd baseman, Connor McNamara for Robert Morris. Throws across the diamond. And 1 away here in the Trinity Christian 3rd, and now that'll bring to the plate Ryan Stachel. So Stachel will stand in. He was not the starting first baseman for the Trolls when the tournament began. There's a strike called, and it is 0-1 to Stachel. Looking back in my scorebook here, if I can find the proper game. It was a few games ago. As here's the next pitch, and that'll be a strike called. It was Liam Blake who started at first in the RMU game, the game against RMU Friday, and then against Indiana South Bend. He got hurt on a collision in that game against Indiana South Bend. And Stachel has been at first base ever since. Check swing, and it's line foul to the right side. Top of the 3rd, 2-0 in favor of Robert Morris. Trinity Christian still looking for their first hit. Stachel facing an 0-2 count here. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Christian got him to go fishing a little bit outside. And that is his 3rd strikeout of the game. And now here's Frank Romano. Romano getting the start as a designated hitter here. And the first pitch to him will be a strike on the outside edge, and it is 0-1. Romano wears number 3, 5'9" junior from Elmhurst, Illinois. Swinging a Little flare right side foul. Tyler Suchy diving for it beyond the first base coach's box. Could not come up with it. So Romano now behind at no balls and 2 strikes. Romano, a .444 hitter. 12 hits and 27 at-bats. Coming into the day's action. Had driven in 4 runs coming into the day's games. Here's the 0-2 to him. And that'll be upstairs. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Romano, right-handed batter, awaits. Righty versus righty here. And the pitch. Swinging a foul back, and we'll try it again. One and 2 to Romano. Here's the set by Christian. And the pitch. Strike 3 called on the outside edge. Romano asking for a little bit of an explanation, and he gets an immediate one and then heads back to the dugout. So in the inning, no runs for Trinity Christian. No hits, no errors, nobody left on base. And we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. It is Robert Morris 2, Trinity Christian nothing. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning here in our 3rd game on our 4-game schedule on this Monday. And it'll be Ricky Kemp, the Robert Morris shortstop, starting it off here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Kemp reached on an error his first time up. First pitch to him here is up high, and it's 1-0. Here's Vanderlei on the mound working fairly quickly. Breaking ball strike. And it's 0-1. It is rather 1-1. Here's the next pitch. Swinging a bouncer foul up the first base line. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kemp, Broccolino, and Suchy due up. Vanderlei looks in for the sign. And the delivery. And that'll be a called 3rd strike on the outside corner. So Kemp caught looking, and that's the first out of the inning.
Second baseman, Chris Broccolino.
That'll bring up the second baseman, Chris Broccolino now. Broccolino 0 for 1. He flied to center field. Robert Morris got a base runner aboard in the first on that error that allowed Kemp to reach. Didn't do anything there in the first inning. Then got 2 in the bottom of the 2nd. First pitch here, swinging a bouncer up the 3rd base side foul. No balls and 1 strike to Broccolino. And be followed by Todd Suchy and then David Duggar here in the bottom of the third inning. Robert Morris, 2 runs on 2 hits in the game. And began to swing at that next pitch. Did Broccolino, held up in time as it was outside to make it 1-1. Trinity Christian in search of their first hit of this game. Here comes the set. And the pitch. Swinging a line drive, stroke to left field. Broccolino hitting that one right in the sweet spot there. Got great contact. And he's aboard with a 1-out single here in the Robert Morris third inning.
First baseman, Tyler Suchy.
So now here's Todd Suchy. Suchy 0 for 1, a swinging strikeout. Vanderlee has recorded 4 strikeouts in the game thus far for Trinity Christian. First pitch, and that'll be over but low, and it's 1-0. That time of the day now, with the position of the sun in the sky, the light standard goes right through the middle of the pitcher's mound, the shadow. Swinging a 1-hopper to Wood at second. Backhand flip to second for 1 relay in time. A nicely turned 6-4-3 double play to end the inning here in the bottom of the third. So in the inning, no runs, a hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. And after 3, it's Robert Morris 2, Trinity Christian nothing. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. Heading to the middle innings here in our elimination game between Robert Morris and Trinity Christian, top of the 4th inning. Sam Herzog leading it off now for Trinity Christian. Takes the first pitch for a called strike, so he's quickly behind at 0-1. Not a lot of wind to speak of. It's kind of blowing in now from left field. The temperatures have dropped since we began the day. There's a swing and a miss. And Herzog now behind at 0-2. It is cooled off a little bit. 59 degrees, I believe, was the game time temperature. Here's the set by Jimmy Christian now, and the 0-2. And that's a called third strike on the outside corner, and that's the first out of the inning here in the Trinity Christian 4th. 1 up, 1 down, and that'll bring to the plate Chris Baker, the center fielder. And the weather, too, not looking all that great for tomorrow. Rain and 65. No, beg your pardon, that's Wednesday. Rain and 52 tomorrow. Christian, the stretch in the pitch, and a breaking ball. Called strike 0-1 to Baker, who's 0 for 1. He struck out swinging back in the first inning for Trinity Christian. Trolls still in search of their first hit. Here comes the 0-1 from Jimmy Christian. Swing and a miss. And that makes it no balls and 2 strikes. Thursday, thunderstorms and 65 again. I think even though the calendar says it's spring, I don't think spring yet has fully sprung. Had a beautiful day yesterday. And a pretty decent day on Saturday. Swinging a looper out to left field that'll drop in for a base hit. So Baker aboard, and that will be the first hit of the game for Trinity Christian. And now here's Jake Thole. Thole 0 for 1. He grounded out to the shortstop his first time up. Top of the fourth inning, Robert Morris, a 2-0 lead thanks to a pair in the bottom of the second inning. The winner will play tomorrow at 4 p.m. against the loser of tonight's 7 p.m. game. And the pitch. And that'll be off the outside edge, and it's 1-0. Well, with two teams being eliminated earlier on today, as the next pitch swung on, a little bit of a jam shot and hit high into the air down the left field line. Rincon coming on. He was kind of jogging over, then he picked up the tempo a little bit, but able to make the play down the left field line about maybe halfway up the line, and that's the second out of the inning. Little pop to short left field for Thole, and now here's Alex Nissel, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Host team St. Francis and Roosevelt eliminated today. So we are down to 4 teams remaining in this CCAC tournament. Half the teams have been eliminated. There's a strike called to Nissel, and it's 0-1. Of the teams remaining, the only top 4 team that is not in the final group of 4, there's a strike called to Nissel, and it's 0-2, is number 2 seed St. Francis. St. Francis won their first game, then were defeated twice by Olivet Nazarene, and then they lost to Trinity Christian today, as their season came to a conclusion. There's a curveball low and outside, 1-2 now to Alex Nissel. Nissel representing the tying run at the plate here as we play in the top of the fourth inning. Robert Morris the lead by a 2-0 score. One ball, 2 strikes. Christian comes set. Runner going, had a huge jump. And there's a called third strike, so it doesn't matter. And Nissel has some words for the home plate umpire as he takes off his helmet. He was holding his bat over his head after the call third strike as if he was going to pound it down on the turf. He held up from doing that, fortunately. And now, a little bit of an animated conversation after the inning ends between coach and umpire, and that'll end the inning. Well, I tell you, Baker had that base stolen too. So in the inning, no runs for Trinity Christian on a hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. And after 3.5, it is Robert Morris 2, Trinity Christian nothing. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. Here we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Robert Morris University's Eagles lead the Trinity Christian College Trolls by a score of 2-0 here in this elimination matchup. And David Duggar now will stand in. Duggar 1 for 1 with a base hit, and he scored a run back in the second inning. First of the 2 for Robert Morris. Takes the first pitch, a breaking ball, called strike. And it's 0-1. Well, I want to pass along my thanks to the voice of the St. Francis Fighting Saints and also the Windy City Thunderbolts, Terry Bonadonna, for calling a game on each of these first 3 days of the tournament. There's a ball low and away, 1-1 to Duggar. Terry was good enough to agree to do that and give me a little bit of break. This is, I think, there's a ball low and away. I think it's my 8th year calling this event. And a few years back, they expanded it from 6 to 8 teams. As Duggar takes a breaking ball for a strike. So now 2-2 is the count to David Duggar. And when they expanded it to 8, it created for the first 3 days a 4-game schedule. And Terry Bonadonna, last year was Austin Anderson at Judson University who had that duty. There's a ball low and outside, 3-2. And my great thanks to them both for allowing me to take a little bit of a break. Keep the vocal cords in order, although had that long game on Saturday morning, called that one, that 4-hour, 46-minute marathon. There's a swing and a chopper. Third base side foul, and so it stays 3-2 to David Duggar. So my thanks to Terry and best of luck to him as he gets ready to call the 2019 season for the Windy City Thunderbolts. They start here in a 1-game series on Thursday. There's a ball outside, ball 4, and so Duggar is aboard with a base on balls.
Third baseman, Hunter McNamara.
There's a game here Thursday for the Joliet Slammers that really puts an emphasis on getting the tournament done by Wednesday here. Here's McNamara now. Reached on a fielder's choice, later scored in the first inning, takes the first pitch for a strike, and so he's behind at 0-1. McNamara, left-handed batter, a light waggle of the bat over the left shoulder. And the 0-1. Runner was going, ground ball to the second baseman. And running on the pitch kept Duggar out of the double play, as going to first is Caceres. That was the only play he had. Duggar in at second. And 1 out in the inning on the 4-3 putout, and that brings up Diego Rincon, the left fielder.
The left fielder, Diego Rincon.
Jason Becker and the Robert Morris Eagles have been aggressive throughout this tournament. And there it paid off, as they were able to avoid what would have been, had Duggar not been going, a likely 4-6-3 double play. That was tailor-made. Here's Rincon 0 for 1. He was a swinging strikeout victim back in the second inning. Goes after the first one here and lifts it foul to the right side out of play. So 0-1 to Diego Rincon. 2-0 Robert Morris here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Rincon out, now back in. Vanderlee on the mound, comes set. And the pitch. Swing, and he topped it up the third base line. Looks like it'll stay fair. Picked up by Vanderlee. No play here. That was almost better than a bunt. Just topped it. It did not roll foul. Vanderlee picked it up in what would be on a grass field, the dirt cutout around the baseball line, and wisely held onto it. Had a thought to throw to third there, but Duggar was in too quickly. So a scratch single on the infield for Rincon. He's 1 for 2, and that'll bring up Connor McLean. McLean already with an RBI, as he drove in a run on a base hit his last time up. Swings and misses here, and so he's behind at 0-1. Next pitch to Rincon, taken low and outside, and it is 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike count, and the pitch taken upstairs by McLean. I think I said Rincon batting a moment ago. I was looking at his spot in my scorebook. McLean now in a 2-1 count here. So the first, and the tag applied, not in time. Close play. Count on the board, by the way, is 1 ball and 2 strikes. You look at the wrong box in your scorebook and things unravel quickly. Here's the set and the pitch. Low and outside. So it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 1 out here. In the bottom of the 4th inning, Robert Morris with a lead by a score of 2-0, and they're looking to pad their lead here. Here's the next pitch. And that is a strike called on the outside corner. Called 3rd strike, perfectly placed pitch by Vanderlee. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. 2 down. Runners stay at 1st and 3rd for catcher Jordan Fox, who will stride to the plate here. Fox drove in a run on a 3 unassisted putout back in the 2nd inning. Throw to 1st and the runner back in safely. Vanderlee in this elimination game. This is almost not a must-make out, but it would certainly go a long way to keeping his team in the game. There's a strike called. 0-1 now to Jordan Fox. No balls, 1 strike, the count to Fox. Adam Canera waits on deck for Robert Morris. Next pitch, high and away to make it 1-1. Fox looks down at his 3rd base coach and head coach Jason Becker. Shadows of the main structure here now, beginning to encroach toward home plate. And the pitch. Breaking ball, called strike, runner going, throw to second base a little bit high, tag applied, but the runner is out. Duggar came in for the plate, but he did not score, and the inning ends on the bases for Robert Morris. So Rincon out trying to steal. And in the inning, no runs for Robert Morris. On a hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. And after 4 complete, it is Robert Morris 2, Trinity Christian nothing. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. We go to the top of the 5th inning at Route 66 Stadium in Joliet, Illinois. 2-0 Robert Morris. Josh Caceres leading it off for Trinity Christian. And the first pitch to him. Swung on in a line drive, and it'll skip by diving Chris Broccolino at second base and into right field for a base hit. Duggar up with the ball quickly in right for Robert Morris, and he's back to the infield with it. A low line drive. Good effort there by Broccolino, but a leadoff base hit here for Trinity Christian. And now here's the right fielder, Will Culture, as now the tying run to the plate. And it will stay that way with at least 1 runner aboard here until either a run scores or the inning ends. Culture 0 for 1 fly to right field his first time up. And the first pitch to Culture. Low, and it gets through the catcher Fox, and That'll allow Caceres to take second base. Pass ball is the ruling there. Had a couple of those. I think that's the second one of the tournament. As it's 1-0 to Will Culture. Chance to drive in the first Trinity Christian run of the game. One ball, no strikes here as Culture now back into the batter's box. Christian coming set, kicks and deals. Squared to bunt, pulled the bat back, and the pitch came in, I believe, over but low. 2-0 to Culture. He'll be followed by Austin Wood and then Ryan Stachel if we'll get that far. Top of 5, 2-0. Trinity Christian the lead. Or rather, beg your pardon, Robert Morris the lead is Trinity Christian trying to get back into the game. Suchi moving in at first base, anticipating a bunt, which happens, but it's pop foul behind the plate. So it's 2-1 to Culture. Well, this game is eerily similar for Robert Morris to the game on Saturday night against number 1 seed St. Xavier, as Robert Morris had a 2-0 lead fairly late in the game, and then they were unraveled by a 4-run inning for St. Xavier, and Robert Morris could not recover. Here's the 2-1. Again, scoring the bunt, pulled the bat back, and the pitch missed inside. 3-1 here. Culture out of the box, now back in. 3 balls, 1 strike. And the delivery. Ball 4, low and away, and so the tying runs are aboard now for Trinity Christian with nobody out in the 5th inning. And the Robert Morris bullpen now beginning to stir. As it's Tyler Kirkwood warming up, and Jason Becker will head to the mound here now for Robert Morris to talk to his team, at least his infielders. We're back with it tonight, 7 p.m. scheduled time, might be a little bit later. Olivet Nazarene against St. Xavier, a winner's bracket game to determine the winner's bracket entrant into the final round of this tournament, which could end as early as tomorrow. It'll end either tomorrow or Wednesday, one way or another. Barring an unforeseen and calamitous set of circumstances. Meeting on the mound over with, and that'll bring up Austin Wood now.
Now batting for Trinity Christian, the shortstop, Austin Wood.
1-0 for 1, he grounded out to McNamara at third his first time up. Chance here to do some damage. Suchi in on the infield green turf. Inching in even further now is the first baseman for Robert Morris. First pitch here. Began to swing, held up, and the pitch came in down and in, and it's 1-0. This is precarious for Jimmy Christian. 1 ball, no strikes is the count. Heading to the bottom of the third of the order. They've all been retired so far in this game. The bottom third was retired in order back in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Next pitch, there's a bunt, left side. Left of the mound, picked up by Christian. Turns, fires to first in time. Well-executed sacrifice bunt there. Runners at second and third for Trinity Christian. So they'll have 2 chances here to perhaps tie the game. As Ryan Stachel will bat here for Trinity Christian. Sun now behind some high cloud cover here. You can still see the blue sky above from our video stream picture. Stachel 0 for 1, a swinging strikeout. Now the sun beginning to filter back through. Here comes the set by Jimmy Christian and the pitch. Breaking ball, and that'll be a called strike on a nicely executed pitch there. And so 0-1 to Stachel. He'll be followed by Frank Romano, then back to the top of the order. Top of the 5th inning here in game number 3 of our 4-game schedule on this Monday. Last elimination game of the day. Here's the pitch. Bounces away from the plate, recovered by Fox and the runners. They stray off the bases, but they go back. 1-1 now to Ryan Stachel. Trinity Christian came into the tournament 27-18-1 and 18-10-1 in the. That's what they were in the CCAC in this 2019 campaign. 1 ball, 1 strike to Stachel. Right-handed batter awaits the pitch. And that'll be a called strike on the outside corner to make it 1-2. Wind continuing to blow in from left field. 1 ball, 2 strikes, Christian. Comes set, the pitch. High and outside, and it is 2-2. Only 2 runs of the game so far. Scored by Robert Morris back in the 2nd inning. Trinity Christian looking to pull even here. They have a good opportunity. 2-2 offering, breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. So Christian comes up with a strikeout. He's 1 out, 1 batter away, and 1 out potentially away from getting out of this jam. Here's Frank Romano now. Romano, 0 for 1, caught looking to end the Trinity Christian 3rd. Jimmy Christian is beginning to rack up the strikeouts here in this game. First pitch swinging, a pop foul right side out of play, and it's 0-1. I've got him with 7 in the game thus far. And he's ahead of Romano here at 0-1. Set in the pitch. Here's a bunt up the third base line, and coming home on the play and hurdling the ball as it rolled into foul territory was the runner at third, Caceres. A little safety squeeze maybe there, and it goes to 0-2. One of the great plays. Fun to watch just as a fan of the game are squeeze plays when they're well executed. Whether it be a safety squeeze or the suicide squeeze. When they're well executed, there's something fun to watch. 0-2 here. And the fastball just missed. A little bit high, a little bit away to run it now to a ball and 2 strikes. Now let's see if that sets up a pitch down and in. See where Jordan Fox sets up here for Robert Morris. 1 ball, 2 strikes, Fox. Setting up a little bit toward the outside, and the pitch. Swinging a soft liner, caught at second base by Chris Broccolino, and Christian gets out of the jam. So in the inning, no runs. On 1 hit, no errors. A walk and 2 left on base. And we go to the bottom of the 5th inning, halfway through this elimination game. Your score is Robert Morris 2, Trinity Christian nothing. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. Back at Route 66 Stadium in Joliet. And Jordan Fox leading off for Robert Morris takes the first pitch for a ball, so he's ahead 1-0. Sun behind cloud cover now as the 1-0 pitch. That'll be in there for a called strike. 1 ball and 1 strike to Jordan Fox. So Jimmy Christian for Robert Morris able to get out of a jam there in the last half inning. Next pitch here, swinging a foul to the right side out of play. And so Fox behind at 1-2. Fox was batting when the Eagles of Robert Morris ran themselves out of the inning in the fourth on the bases. So Fox again able to come to the plate. Here's the next pitch to him, and that'll be low and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. This tournament deciding who will go to the NAIA World Series opening round. Two balls, 2 strikes now as Fox back into the batter's box. St. Xavier, they've already earned a berth by virtue of their regular season championship. There's a called strike. And that is a strikeout there. Jordan Fox, I think, lost track of the count. So he strikes out. And that'll bring up the top of the order in Adam Kinnair. All right, here's the set now, and the first pitch. And that'll be high and away, and it's 1-0 to Kinnair. Kinnair is 0 for 2, a ground out and a strikeout here. Game right now kind of going at a leisurely tempo here. He attempts to bunt the ball, and he bunted through it for a strike. So 0-1, beg your pardon, 1-1 now to Kinnair. One ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. And that'll be low and away. And that makes it 2-1. Here's the set and the delivery. And that'll be a strike called. So it's 2-2 to Kinnair. 1 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 2-0 Robert Morris with a lead. Here's the set. And the 2-2. Swing to foul, lifted to the right down the line, out of play. Stays at 2-2. The 63rd NAIA World Series, the opening round, will be played at campus sites around the nation on the 13th through the 16th of May. As here's the set and the next pitch. And that'll be down and away. And that makes it now 3-2 to Kinnair. Kinnair, right-handed batter, awaits. The pitch from Manderly. Swinging a fly ball. Well hit into center field. Moving in a step now. Moving back is the center fielder, Baker. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. Hit well, but right at Baker. And there are 2 down for Robert Morris in the 5th. And that'll bring up Ricky Kemp.
The shortstop, Ricky Kemp.
So they will open up the tournament opening round of the World Series 1 week from today. Swinging a line drive, and that'll be into left center field for a base hit. So Ricky Kemp jumps on that pitch and singles to right center field with 2 down in the inning. Kemp is now 1 for 3 here this afternoon.
Second baseman, Chris Broccolino.
And that'll bring up Chris Broccolino. Broccolino is 1 for 2. He's flied out and he's hit into a single. Bottom of the 5th inning, 2-0 in favor of Robert Morris. And the Eagles have a runner at first and 2 down. Swinging a bouncer to short. And Wood will flip to Caceres, going the short way for the force play, and that'll end the inning. So Robert Morris, a 2-out base runner, but nothing comes of that. It's in the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, 1 left on base. After 5 complete, it is Robert Morris 2, Trinity Christian nothing. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. Sam Herzog leading it off now for Trinity Christian here in the top of the 6th inning. And he squared the bat to bunt, pulled it back as the pitch from Jimmy Christian coming in outside. And so 1-0 here to Herzog. Top of the order coming up for Trinity Christian. Herzog, Baker, and Thole. Trolls trailing Robert Morris 2-0. There's another look at a bunt, and then it's pulled back. And this time Herzog is taking the pitch for a strike, so it's 1-1 to Herzog. Robert Morris, 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors. Trinity Christian, no runs, 2 hits, and they've been charged with the only error of the game. Swinging off the end of the bat towards short. Charging here, Kemp gloving, throwing on the run, and in time on a close play at first base for the out. So 1 away, and that'll bring up Chris Baker.
Center fielder number 30, Chris Baker.
So Baker to the plate now. He's 1 for 2 in the game today. A strikeout and a single. First pitch coming in from Jimmy Christian. And that'll be a little bit high, and it's 1-0. Well, the closest Trinity Christian has come to scoring here. Well, they got runners to second and third back in the 5th inning. With 1 away, and Christian got out of it on a strikeout and then a line out. Next pitch, and that'll be a strike call to the knees. 1-1 to Baker. Trinity Christian, the 4th-seeded team coming in. Robert Morris, the 5th-seeded team. They played a good game on Friday in the tournament's opening matchup. Robert Morris won 5-4. Baker spins out of the way of that pitch, a floater that misses inside. Little breaking ball there, off speed, and it's 2-1 to Baker. Baker backs up while still in the box. Now he's ready to go. Left-handed batter, waggling the bat. And the pitch. Swinging a high pop-up. Short left field. Backing up the shortstop, Kemp, underneath it. One-handed catch, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. 2 up, 2 down for Trinity Christian here in the 6th, and that'll bring up Jake Thole. Well, Robert Morris this year, they won many games, pounding out a lot of runs and hits, but today so far, pitching and a minimal amount of offense so far has been able to be the right formula here, at least so far, but still a long way to go in this game. Here's the first pitch to Jake Thole now, and it is a ball inside, and it's 1-0. Pulled 0 for 2, grounded to the shortstop, and then he popped out to short left field to Diego Rincon. 1-0 count. And the pitch. Breaking ball, hit well into the air. He's a little ahead of it. High and deep to left field. Rincon gives a look, but it's out of play. So that's 1-1. One ball, one strike, as is the case in all tournaments. But I think especially these double elimination setups, a lot of teams, and really it's just the nature of the tournament, swinging a high, deep foul ball down the left field side again into the corner. And so it stays 1 ball and 2 strikes to the Trinity Christian catcher. You know, everybody gets at least one chance. You don't leave until you've lost twice. But once you get into the middle part of the tournament where we are, the teams, they get knocked out quickly. 3 here today alone. Swinging a ball looped into right field. Moving over toward the line, David Duggar running grab near the warning track. Didn't have to battle the sun there, and that'll end the inning. In the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. And we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. It is Robert Morris 2, Trinity Christian nothing. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. Well, we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. New pitcher on now for Trinity Christian as Tyler Succi will start it off for Robert Morris. And the Eagles with a 2-0 lead over the Trolls. And Mike McIntyre, right-hander, 5'10", freshman, is on the bump here for Trinity Christian. And Succi again, the first man he faces. And right now it is a 1-1 count here. There's a swing and a miss. Good pitch there toward the outside part of the plate. Succi went after it, came up empty, and so it's 1-2 to him. Succi, Duggar, and McNamara do up. Robert Morris, their only 2 runs. The only 2 runs of the game came back in the 2nd inning. Next pitch swung on and bounced foul to the left side. Into the guard railing in front of the Robert Morris dugout on the left side. So 1-2 to Tyler Succi. Succi 0 for 2, a strikeout, then he hit into a well-turned 6-4-3 double play back in the 3rd inning. And the pitch. That'll be high. 2-2 here. Clouds again starting to move in. And the pitch. Check swing, and it's kind of looped down the right field side, landing toward the bullpen. And it stays 2-2. So the starter Vanderlee's day is done. As the 2-2 swung on, and the ground ball hugging the third base line. Glove near the bag by Alex Nissel. Throw to first, and that's there for the out. Good stretch there at first by Stejskal. And one out in the inning.
Right fielder number 33, David Duggar.
So one away for David Duggar, who has reached base twice this afternoon on a single and then a walk. Also has a run scored. First pitch here swung on and fouled away. 0-1 to Duggar. Robert Morris is out, hit Trinity Christian. 5-2 in the ball game. And the next pitch, Duggar waves at it and misses. And he's behind at 0-2. The numbers on Brian Vanderlee: 5 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He walked 1 and struck out 6. And had a wild pitch. 0-2 to Duggar. Off the outside edge, that runs it now to a ball and 2 strikes. Duggar, right-handed batter, awaits. And the 1-2. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. So Duggar is the second out of the inning. Striking out for him for the first time in the game. First strikeout here for the new pitcher, Mike McIntyre, and now that brings up Connor McNamara. McNamara is 0 for 2, a fielder's choice, and then a ground out. McIntyre this year 5-1 with a 4.20 ERA. As the first pitch here will miss, and it's 1-0. McIntyre, 15 appearances. He started 5 games this year. He has 1 complete game, 45 innings pitched coming in. There's a swing and a miss. Good pitch there by him. And it's 1-1 to Connor McNamara. 28 runs, 21 earned, 17 walks, 21 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .256 against McIntyre. As McNamara now in a 1-2 count. As he'll step out now back into the batter's box. Here's the wind. 1-2. Swinging a soft liner out towards second, and it'll skip by Caceres, who dove for it, trying to knock it down and into right center field for a 2-out single. So that will bring up Diego Rincon now. 2-out base runner here. Following Robert Morris, as I have all year long, they do have a propensity. They've done well at staging 2-out rallies. Trinity Christian right now needing to keep this game tight. Right now it's a 2-run game. The old bloop and a blast axiom would still be in effect. First pitch to Rincon, hops out of the way of that one as that was inside. 1-0, Sun trying to come back out here. Very faintly you can see the shadow of the grandstand now, heading toward the pitching mound. Rincon awaits the 0-1, and that'll be a called strike on the outer half. 1-1 to Rincon, who had a strikeout in the second inning. And then a single in the fourth, and then he was later out on the base paths, trying to steal that ended that fourth inning. Swinging a ball floating out to right field, coming on. Great jump here by Culture. He falls forward and makes the catch, looking directly into the sun, which had just come back out, and that'll end the inning. Nice play by Culture. As in the inning, no runs on a hit, no errors, 1 left on base. And we have played through 6 here in Joliet, Illinois. Your score remains Robert Morris 2, Trinity Christian nothing. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. Heading to the late innings in this elimination game, another tight one. Most of the games this tournament have been well played and well contested, as it's a 2-0 ball game right now in favor of Robert Morris as we go to the 7th inning. And the middle third of the order coming up for the Trinity Christian Trolls. First pitch here, that means to Alex Nissley, jumps on it, skies it in the air, short right field, 3 men converging on it. Who wants it? David Duggar, the right fielder, calls for it, makes a running catch as he came in toward the infield, and that's the first out of the inning. 1 away and 1 pitch, and that'll bring up Josh Caceres. Well, you're down by 2 in an elimination game getting into the late innings. And, you know, for me, I've always been a proponent almost in every situation to take a strike, take a pitch. But Nissel going after the first pitch there. And I think at this stage of the game, as the next pitch, first pitch here to Caceres is in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1. You know, you don't want to necessarily be too aggressive here. But then again, you know, you're taught to, when you get your pitch, you swing at it. There's a swing and a foul back this way. Hits the window pane. And that upper window been open. St. Francis Athletic Director and our statistician Dave Laquetta would have been all over it. He was ready. Doesn't have a glove either. Bare hands. Bare hands. And the pitch. Swinging a bouncer towards second. Charging Broccolino. Gloves. Throws to first. And a quick second out here. You know, my thinking on that theory about, you know, being too aggressive is I would think at this point really want to try to make the pitcher work to get the outs. But 2 quick outs here for Trinity Christian in the 7th, and here's Will Culture now. Culture has flied out and walked today. Flied to right his first time up in inning 2. First pitch here, breaking ball, and up high, and it's 1-0. Austin Wood would be next. This game has been going along at a steady pace and really not a whole lot going on offensively in this game. There's a ball high to make it 2-0. Really, it doesn't seem like there have been just a whole lot of base runners. 8 hits combined in the ball game. Robert Morris a 2-run lead. The only runs of the game coming in the bottom of the 2nd inning here. 2-0 to Will Culture. Halfway to a 2nd consecutive walk. Here's the pitch. High pop-up. And it'll be on the infield. I lost track of it myself as it went into the cloud cover. The backdrop above us here, and it will be called for and caught by Ricky Kemp, the shortstop, and that'll end the inning. So Jimmy Christian makes short work of the Trinity Christian offense in the 7th inning. Stretch time here in Joliet. We go bottom 7. It is Robert Morris 2, Trinity Christian nothing. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning here at Route 66 Stadium in Joliet, Illinois. And it'll be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters coming up for Robert Morris University. Connor McLean leading it off here for the Eagles. And he is 1 for 2 with an RBI in the game. 2-0 Robert Morris the lead. First pitch here. And that'll be low and away, and it's 1-0. McLean is singled to drive in a run in the second, and then a called third strike back in the fourth inning. The next pitch to him, strike called on the outside edge. 1-1. Right now, as you might be able to see if you're watching our video stream, a lot of people might turn away from the picture and just listen to the call of the game, as there's a strike called, 1-2, especially if you're in your car somewhere. But anyway, the pitcher's mound right now in bright sunlight, and the batting area around home plate is in shade. Here's the 1-2, misses outside, 2-2. I once asked a baseball coach, Dave Bernhardt, his name, used to coach baseball in I think it was the LaGrange area. There's a swing and a miss, and so a strikeout. He works for the IHSA TV network, and I asked him once, and it's 1 away in the inning here in the 7th inning, calling from this very press box, although in the opposite booth, what he thought about the old saying or the old axiom that it's harder to hit when you have the mound in shadow and the mound in sunlight rather, and the batting area in shadow, so the ball goes from light to shadow as it's on the way to the plate. First pitch here, low and away on a strike called, and it's 0-1. That was looked like low and outside, but it caught the corner, so no balls on a strike. But anyway, he said he thought that was overrated, and I tend to think so too. There's a strike called, ball was in the same spot, great location there by Mike McIntyre, and now it is 0-2. The first pitch of this at bat was in shade. Sun was behind a cloud. Now we're back to going from sunlight to shade. There's a ball low and outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Fox. Fox an RBI ground down in the 2nd inning, and a called third strike back in the 5th. No balls, 2 strikes. Check that, 1-2 in the pitch. Over but low to even it up, 2 balls and 2 strikes. One out, nobody on, bottom of the 7th inning, 2-0 in favor of Robert Morris. And the pitch. Reaches down to that one, and he fouled it off. Bounced up and hit him in the arm, it looked like. So it stays 2-2. Bright sunshine now back here at Route 66 Field in Joliet, Illinois. Joliet, one of the points of interest along the old Route 66. So the name's certainly appropriate. Reaching out here and a bounding ball to the left of the mound. Charging, Austin Wood at short. Gloves, throws off balance. Nice play right on target on the throw to first base, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Nifty play there by Wood. 2 away in the inning, back to the top of the order, and Adam Kinnair. Yeah, I mentioned this while calling a game here during the regular season. Route 66 beginning in downtown Chicago, the old Route 66. And it heads southwest, pretty much along the same route as the current Interstate 55. There's a ball low and outside to Kinnair. 1 ball and no strikes. Goes through Joliet. And Bloomington Normal, Springfield, down through to St. Louis. There's a ball low and away. 2-0 here to Kinnair, who fly to center field his last time up. Next pitch, in there for a called strike. And it's 2-1. Then at St. Louis, the old Route 66 then turns and follows the route. I think it's Interstate 40 through Missouri. Bounding ball, 2-hopper to Wood. Again throws. He came in into his right. He wasn't off balance, but he still had to put a lot behind it. And another throw that's right on the money, and that'll end the inning. Austin Wood, good defensive play here for the Trolls in the 7th inning. No runs for Robert Morris, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We've played through 7. It is Robert Morris 2, Trinity Christian nothing. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. Back in Joliet, Illinois, we go to the 8th inning. And the first pitch here in the top of the 8th frame is a called strike to the shortstop, Austin Wood. Jimmy Christian has been excellent on the mound today for Robert Morris University. So far tossing. As here's the next pitch, swinging a foul to the right out of play. He's tossing a 2-hitter right now. No balls and 2 strikes to Austin Wood. Wood, a ground out to third and a sacrifice. Here comes the set. And the 0-2 way outside. And that makes it 1 ball and 2 strikes. Well, I've heard it said that when you have a pitcher pitching this well, it seems to the opposition like the lead is much greater than it is two runs, but it's still a tight ball game. The 1-2, down and in, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wood, stays call, and Romano due up for Trinity Christian. Game 4 of the day coming up next. Olivet Nazarene and St. Xavier. As the 2019 CCAC Baseball Championship rolls on. Breaking ball up in the zone, but popped up right side, foul territory. Suchy at first for Robert Morris gives a look, but it'll land into the seats. So it stays 2-2 to Austin Wood, who had some nicely turned defensive outs there in the last half inning. Two 2-0 ball game as we play here in the top half of inning number 8. And the pitch, swinging a ground ball over the right edge of the mound. It kind of rolls off the right edge of the mound over towards Broccolino at second, floating away. He throws to the near side of the bag, pulling Suchy off the base. And so Wood is on base with a base hit, an infield single. And there you have it. Seems like a big lead, but now the tying run to the plate, and Robert Morris will make a pitching change. Jason Becker out to the mound. Great outing by Jimmy Christian, going 8+, allowing just 3 hits. And it looked like it may be Todd or Kirkwood coming in. We'll confirm that after we take a break. Christian getting a hand from the Robert Morris supporters here. Score here in the 8th inning. It is Robert Morris 2, Trinity Christian nothing. Trolls though with a leadoff hitter aboard in the top of the 8th. Pause and return. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. So it is Todd or Kirkwood coming on for his second relief appearance of the tournament for Robert Morris. And he'll try to preserve what is right now a tenuous 2-0 lead. Trinity's offense certainly not one to be overlooked, hitting .313 as a team coming into the day's game. The day's action, the day's games for the Trolls. .313 average, a .421 on-base percentage. So Kirkwood, the left-hander, about to go to work here, but a bit of a wait first.
Your attention. Now batting. Number 32, Ryan Stayskool.
So here's Ryan Stashkel now to bat. He is 0-2 with a pair of swinging strikeouts. Waves at the first pitch here and misses, and he's behind quickly at 0-1. Frank Romano next, then back into the top of the Trinity Christian order. Top of the 8th inning, and it is a 2-0 Robert Morris lead, but as long as a man is on base, the tying run will come to the plate with each at bat for the Trolls. Here's the set now in the 0-1. Fouled off to the right, out of play. And that makes it no balls and 2 strikes. Stejskal struck out in the 3rd, struck out in the 5th. Both times he was the second out of the inning. In the 3rd, he was the second out of a 1-2-3 frame. 0-2 here as Kirkwood leans in, left-hander from Flint, Michigan. Comes set, now time called. Back tonight at 7 for the final winner's bracket game of the tourney, and then back tomorrow at 4, at least 2 games tomorrow, and then maybe 1 on Wednesday. There's a ball high on a heater. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Ryan Stejskal. Stejskal came into the game hitting .288 on the year, 20 RBIs. Next pitch, waved at and missed. And for the 3rd time today, he is a strikeout victim. That's the first out of the inning. So 1 on and 1 out, and here's Frank Romano.
Designated hitter number 3, Frank Romano.
Romano, he was caught looking to end that 1-2-3 third, and then he lined out to Broccolino at second his last time up. 1 on, 1 out, throw to first base. Diving back in and just barely safe is Austin Wood. Looked like they had him leaning there. That would be a very bad base running mistake there. In a tight game, in an elimination game, down 2 to get picked off. Here's the set by Kirkwood and the pitch. Breaking ball, called strike on the outer half, and it's 0-1. Kirkwood again leans in. Gets the sign from Jordan Fox. The 0-1. Fouled back into the netting behind home plate, and now it's an 0-2 count here to Romano. Back to the top of the order will go, unless there's a double play. Sam Herzog awaiting on deck for the Trolls. No balls and 2 strikes. Time called. Now Romano back in. Here's the 0-2 from Kirkwood. And a floater a little bit high to run it down to a ball and 2 strikes. The last elimination game will be tomorrow at 4 p.m. That'll set up the pairings for the final round. And then the winner of tonight's game will only need to win 1 game to claim the championship. There's a fastball missing inside. The team they play will have to defeat the winner's bracket winner twice. Double elimination tournament. All right, here's the set now, and the next pitch. Breaking ball called, 3rd strike. And Romano a little bit stunned as he strikes out. So Kirkwood comes on and promptly strikes out the first 2 batters he faces, and now he will face Sam Herzog,
Left fielder number 17.
the Troll left fielder and the leadoff hitter in the order. Herzog 0 for 3 here this afternoon. Fly to right, struck out looking in the 4th, and then grounded to the shortstop in the 6th inning. First pitch to him here. Fastball misses outside, and it's 1-0. Chris Baker would be next. Herzog, the tying run as he stands at the plate. Next pitch. Taken on a breaking ball. Called strike, and it's 1-1. Herzog this year did not hit a home run. Trinity Christian had 34 of them this year. There's a strike. And it's now 1-2. Led by Jake Thole and Alex Nisilou at 8 apiece. Chris Breaker, who was up next, he had 6, swinging a chop foul to the right side. Stays 1-2 to Sam Herzog. One of the Trinity Christian players. Actually, I think that might have been one of the coaches who fielded that ball and brings it back to the dugout. 1-2 to Sam Herzog. And the pitch. Fastball just barely missed the outside corner to squaring up 2-2 now. Well, Trinity Christian down to their final 4 outs. On the verge of losing their second game of the tournament to Robert Morris. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and so Kirkwood comes out and strikes out the side, getting Herzog on the whiff. As in the inning, no runs, a leadoff hit wasted. No errors, 1 left on base. We go bottom 8. Robert Morris 2, Trinity Christian nothing. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning here at Route 66 Stadium in Joliet, Illinois. Glad you've joined us. Good ball game here this afternoon in this elimination game. And Robert Morris going to the bottom of the 8th inning. 2, 3, and 4 in the lineup coming up. So Ricky Kemp will start it off here. Robert Morris certainly looking for some insurance here. First pitch of the inning. And it's bounced up the first base line. Stage call gloves, pitcher covering, 3-1 put out, and on 1 pitch, 1 out in the Robert Morris 8th inning. 1 away for Chris Broccolino. Broccolino just now heading to the box. The numbers on the starter, Jimmy Christian. 8 innings plus, as there's a strike to begin Broccolino's at bat. He's behind an 0-1. 8 innings plus. 3 hits, no earned runs. Walked 1, struck out 10. Great performance by Christian. There's a ball low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike here to Broccolino. Got 9 flyouts and 5 ground out outs. Swinging a bouncer to the left side, and it'll be a foul ball wide of the bag at third, and it is now 1-2 to Chris Broccolino. Next pitch, and it hits the batter. Broccolino kind of turned and kind of ducked and braced for the impact there. So he's on after having been hit by a pitch. So Robert Morris with a 1-out base runner here in the 8th inning. McIntyre, his second hit batter of the season. So that'll bring up Tyler Suchy now. McIntyre throws to first, came to the home plate side of the bag. Good play by Stagecole just to make that catch, let alone no chance at a tag. All right, here's the set now. And the pitch to the plate. And a ground ball. It hits the left side of the mound and goes directly to shortstop. To second for one. Relay, not in time. A little bit high on the relay throws. Broccolino forced at second for the second out of the inning on the 6-4 put out. And went from Wood to Caceres. Caceres had a nice turn there trying to get the two, but Suchy able to leg it out, and he's aboard at first base with 2 down in the inning. And that'll bring up David Duggar. Looking to the top of the 9th inning for Trinity Christian. It'll be Baker, Thole, and Nissel. Heart of the order on the way for the Trolls. Here's Duggar, hit into a fielder's choices last time up. He's going to take the first pitch here, and it'll be I believe high. And now here's the delivery again to Duggar. And that'll be a strike on the inside edge. I was looking at some stats, thought a pitch was delivered there, but 0-1 on the count. Keep your eye on the ball, literally. Swinging a ball yanked down the third base line foul, left field line, landing. And a little puff there of, I guess, pellets on the field turf surface near the pitching mound of the bullpens down the left field line. So Duggar in a 2-strike situation here. Windmills the bat around. Shadow now almost out to the mound. Next pitch low and outside, and the at-bat will continue. Duggar singled to the first, scored a run. That was in the second, rather. Then he walked, advanced to third, but was left there in the fourth, and then he was caught looking back in the 6th inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll end the inning. So in the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, a hit batter, 1 left on base. Last chance for Trinity Christian. They need at least 2 to tie. We head to the 9th. It is Robert Morris 2, Trinity Christian nothing. This is CCAC Tournament Baseball. Last chance here for Trinity Christian as we go to the 9th. They trail Robert Morris by a pair. 2, 3, and 4 in the order coming up. Chris Baker to lead it off now. First pitch here, and that is a called strike. And so it is 0-1 to Baker, who is 1 for 3 this afternoon. A strikeout, then a single, followed by a pop out to the shortstop. Tyler Kirkwood trying to close it out and send Robert Morris, send RMU to the next round. There's a strike called, and it is now 0-2. Winner of this game will play tomorrow afternoon at 4 for the right to get to the championship round. Against the loser, tonight, either St. Xavier or Olivet Nazarene. And the winner of the 4 o'clock game tomorrow will play the winner of tonight's game in the championship round. There's a ball high. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Baker. Baker, Thole, and Nissel due up here for TCC. One ball, 2 strikes. Boy, if you're Kirkwood or any pitcher in this situation, you want to nail down that first out. Pitch is high to make it 2-2 now. Two to Baker, who, as we said, had 6 home runs. So he's got power, so this is the situation you want to see him in. Nobody on, and a high fly ball. Medium deep center field. Rincon coming in, reaches up in a one-handed catch, and that's the first out of the inning. 1 away, and that'll bring up Jake Thole. Thole is 0 for 3 here today. A lot of 0 fors here for Trinity Christian. So here's Thole. As we said, 0 for 3 in the game. Fly to right field his last time up. And the pitch. A little bit of a jam shot and flared out behind the mound. Charging, and Broccolino makes a little basket catch behind the mound for the second out of the inning. There's a little piece of debris halfway between the mound and second base. It's too small to be the rosin bag, which I don't think there is one on the mound. And I don't think it was much of a hindrance there. So here's Alex Nissel, the last hope here for Trinity Christian. Still a hit and a home run. And Trinity Christian would be able to tie the game. So more work to be done here for Robert Morris. Here's the set now by Kirkwood in the pitch. Breaking ball called strike, and it's 0-1. Nissel popped to short right field last time up. He's also struck out twice, once looking and once on a called third. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Breaking ball high and away to make it 1-1. One and 1 to Alex Nissel. Josh Caceres would be next. Here's the set and the pitch. Jammed him, and he fights it off and fouls it to the right. Oh, right at a fan who tried to make the grab there. Couldn't come up with it. Robert Morris bench now beginning to cheer here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. They are 1 strike away from advancing. Here's the set and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Robert Morris advances on here. They win their 2 games this afternoon, and they eliminate Trinity Christian. They eliminate Roosevelt this morning, and then Trinity Christian here this afternoon. In the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Final totals in the game, great pitching for Robert Morris. 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Robert Morris. As the win goes to Jimmy Christian. No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error for Trinity Christian. As they pitched well as well, a tough luck loss as the Troll season comes to an end. So Robert Morris throwing back-to-back shutouts here, and they have their ace going in the next game against either Olivet Nazarene or St. Xavier. Robert Morris shut out Roosevelt today 6-0. They shut out Trinity Christian 2-0 here. And so Robert Morris goes to the losers bracket final, where they will play tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m. against either St. Xavier or Olivet Nazarene. Final again 2-0. We're back with you next at 7 o'clock. St. Xavier against Olivet Nazarene. Winners bracket final, as we are now down to 3 teams remaining. St. Xavier, Olivet Nazarene, and Robert Morris. Thanks to Luke Tanaka and Dave Laquetta on stats. Thanks to all of you for tuning in. Back at 7 with the final game of the day. Until we speak to you again, this is Tom Westenfeld. Thanks for tuning in for now from Route 66 Stadium in Joliet, Illinois. We wish you all a very pleasant good evening.